John Williams, Greatest Hits, 1969 to 1999, versus Star Tracks by Eric Kunzel and the Cincinnati Pops Orchestra. Both 99 cents. Star Tracks is a 10-track CD from 1984, put out by Telarc Records. According to the back cover, Star Tracks features music from Star Wars Trilogy, Superman, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Star Trek, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and E.T. Eric Kunzel leads the Cincinnati Pops Orchestra on all of these songs, which also includes a special synthesizer. Oh my gosh, caution, caution, see page 10. Caution, caution, see page 10. Caution, caution, see page 10. Oh my gosh, I wonder what that warning is. Well, anyway, let's take a look in the booklet. After an opening title page, the booklet to Star Tracks goes into an essay about John Williams' style of music, where it came from, and how it has influenced current music of 1984. The essay then goes on to talk a little bit about each individual track on the album. When including the cover, its blank backside, the title page, the essay, and all the descriptions of songs, it comes to a total of 9 pages, which leads us to page 10. Care and handling of the compact disc. This page contains a description of Telarc digital compact discs, of which this is one of them. The description states, Telarc digital compact discs, especially those containing substantially wide dynamic range, will present an extraordinary challenge to all stereo systems. Certain components, even the finest, may have problems with the most demanding passages. Damage could result to speakers or other components if the musical program is played back at excessively high levels. The page also states, Warning! Special synthesizer, intro and closing. Lower levels are recommended for initial playback until a safe level can be determined for your equipment. All of this is very dramatic. From the ominous statement on the back cover that there is something you need to know before you even play this disc, and that is located on page 10 of this inside booklet. Then turning to page 10 and finding in bold text a statement about damage possibly coming to your speakers from playing this CD. And then below that, in all capital letters, another bold message about a warning for a special synthesizer intro and closing? It seems really over the top, laughable, and unnecessary. But that's coming from someone who's reading all of this in the year 2022. When this CD came out, it's very possible that the technology on this CD could have caused some damage to a speaker system of the time. I mean, at least the text makes me pretty convinced that that was a possibility. Either that or the people who wrote this were really, really paranoid. So, all this talk about the synthesizer introduction and conclusion tracks, what are they like? Well, today they're pretty average. They just sound like synthesizers. But really, they offer a unique time capsule into the technology of the time. It's fascinating to know that at one point in time, these tracks could have damaged speakers, potentially. Today, they don't offer any such threat. And as music, they're fine. Not maybe necessary, but offer something unique that separates this album from just a compilation of songs you might be able to get elsewhere. And speaking of getting these songs elsewhere, I actually found at the same time as this CD another CD which featured a lot of the same songs from John Williams on it. In fact, that other CD included even more John Williams songs. Actually, it featured 2 discs full of nothing but John Williams songs. So, how do the 2 CDs compare? Now, at first glance, the winner of this competition may seem very obvious to the John Williams fan. One CD features 2 discs full of John Williams songs, and they're actually conducted by John Williams. However, I find that there are some differences that lead me to a surprising conclusion. I actually like Star Tracks better than the 2-disc John Williams compilation. Here's why. Now, the John Williams 2-disc Greatest Hits collection certainly has a lot of great music on it. And it was even recorded with orchestras from all around the world, conducted by John Williams. However, it is this fact that actually brings the album down, in my opinion. The fact is that the songs on this 2-disc collection are all new recordings, which means that they aren't the original recordings that I remember from the movies and their original soundtracks. One recording, a piece from E.T., the arrangement is a completely new one. It is so different from the original arrangement on the original movie soundtrack that the booklet even has to call attention to this so that people know that it really is the same song and it was done differently intentionally. When I bought the CD, I was excited because it did have this piece of music from E.T. on it. I really like the original arrangement of that piece. The newer arrangement just wasn't the same. That's the point. But I didn't need something different, and thus ended up disappointed with that particular track on this 2-disc collection. So, if I had to pick one piece of John Williams music that is my favorite to listen to on its own outside of its movie, it would have to be the theme to Superman the movie. The song begins with this exciting build-up, leading to something that feels so important. And then it explodes with energy that lasts all throughout the song, getting even more energetic right to the very, very last note. This song energizes me so much. I love it. The Superman theme is included on both the Greatest Hits 2-disc John Williams collection and the Star Treks album. Now, although the recording on the 2-disc Greatest Hits collection is a new recording, the theme is actually performed by the London Symphony Orchestra, which is the same orchestra that performed the theme on the original soundtrack to the movie. Of course, it is also conducted by the same conductor, the song's original composer, John Williams. However, despite all of that, I found that the Eric Kunzel-led version with the Cincinnati Pops Orchestra on the Star Treks album was the more exciting version of the two. The ending of that theme on the Star Treks version had my hair standing up. I don't know what it is about that recording and that specific performance, but it just does something to me more than the one on the John Williams led 2-disc Greatest Hits collection. Now, of course, the John Williams 2-disc collection does have more John Williams songs on it. However, quantity does not equal quality. In this case, I find the quality to be as good and sometimes better on the Eric Kunzel-led Cincinnati's Pops Orchestra Star Treks album. However, I do want to mention some odd things about the Star Treks album. Why is the Raiders March from Raiders of the Lost Ark on an album that's themed to space? It's a movie and song that has nothing to do with space. I get it. I mean, John Williams composed that. It's a nice piece of music to have, but it just doesn't fit with the theme of the album, which I'm pretty sure wasn't John Williams tracks, but Star Treks. Along that same line, we have the main theme from Star Trek on this album. This album called Star Treks. It makes sense, totally, why you would have that song. Except it is odd because it's the only song other than the special synthesizer introduction and conclusion tracks that isn't composed by John Williams. This might have been a John Williams Greatest Hits album, if not for the inclusion of that Star Trek main theme by Alexander Courage. It's almost like the only reason the album is even called Star Treks is because of this one Star Trek theme on it. Otherwise, it could have been called the John Williams Greatest Hits, and the inclusion of Raiders of the Lost Ark would have actually made sense. Anyway, it's a minor weirdness to the album, but I'm not going to complain about owning the Raiders March from Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's a great piece of music. Now, normally I'd say that 99 cents for 2 discs worth of John Williams music, it's totally worth it. However, when compared to Star Treks, I have a different opinion. The John Williams 2-disc collection does have a lot of music on it, but there were some pieces that I really didn't care about and could have skipped. Also, in the case of the Superman theme, I preferred the performance on Star Treks. Star Treks has less tracks, but I like all of them. Even the synthesizer introduction and conclusion tracks are entertaining in their time capsule nature. So, in the end, the winner in this battle, it's gotta be Star Treks with Eric Kunzel and the Cincinnati Pops Orchestra. For 99 cents, totally worth it.